In the darkest hour of modern football history, the entire world stood frozen beneath the glowing lights of giant stadiums and holographic billboards. Fans across every continent stared at their screens in disbelief as news spread through every sports network, underground forum, and encrypted military channel. Lionel Messi had disappeared without a trace. No goodbye. No warning. No signal. One moment the legendary captain was training in a private facility outside Buenos Aires, and the next moment the cameras went black. Panic exploded across social media. Millions believed it was a publicity stunt. Others feared something much worse. Deep beneath an abandoned industrial city hidden somewhere in the Arctic Circle, Kylian Mbappé watched the chaos unfold from inside a secret underground command center known only as Cryo-Lab 07. Cold blue lights reflected across steel walls while massive digital monitors displayed Messi's DNA structure rotating in 3D holographic form. Mbappé was no longer just a football superstar. He had evolved into something far more dangerous. Wearing a sleek black cybernetic trench coat with glowing silver circuitry running through the fabric, he stood before a chamber labeled Project Nephilim. His eyes burned with obsession. Football was no longer enough for him. Fame was no longer enough. He wanted absolute control over the future of the sport itself. Rows of frozen capsules stretched endlessly through the laboratory like an army waiting to awaken. Inside each capsule floated incomplete humanoid figures wearing advanced neural helmets. Some possessed Messi's dribbling patterns. Others contained fragments of Ronaldo's power and Neymar's agility. Mbappé had spent years secretly building an illegal AI bioengineering empire beneath the world's radar. His ultimate plan was finally ready. A robotic scientist approached him carefully. "Sir, the extraction from Messi's neural cortex is nearly complete." Mbappé smiled slowly. "Good. Once the cloning sequence is finished, nobody will ever challenge me again." Far away in a luxurious skyscraper overlooking Riyadh's midnight skyline, Cristiano Ronaldo sat alone in darkness. Rain hammered against the giant windows while city lights flickered below. The football icon had long retired from ordinary competition, but rumors whispered that he now worked for an elite international task force that handled global threats too dangerous for governments to acknowledge. A secure phone suddenly vibrated across the table. Ronaldo answered instantly. A distorted voice spoke through heavy static. "They took Messi." Silence. Then another sentence followed. "Cryo-Lab 07 is active." Ronaldo's eyes narrowed immediately. Every muscle in his body tightened with focus. He stood up slowly and walked toward a hidden weapons chamber concealed behind a rotating wall panel. As the vault opened, dozens of advanced tactical suits illuminated automatically beneath white LED lights. He selected the Black Ops combat suit. The armor was sleek, intimidating, and perfectly engineered for stealth warfare. Matte black plating covered the chest while silver carbon fiber details wrapped around the shoulders and arms. A dark tailored tactical jacket gave the appearance of an elite assassin rather than a soldier. The suit looked elegant yet deadly, blending luxury and combat into a futuristic masterpiece. He adjusted black gloves around his wrists and fastened a titanium watch onto his sleeve before stepping toward the final weapon rack. 2 customized pistols. 1 combat blade. 1 encrypted mask. Outside the skyscraper, a heavily modified black Bugatti roared to life like a mechanical beast awakened from hibernation. The engine echoed through empty streets as Ronaldo accelerated into the storm at impossible speed. Meanwhile, inside Cryo-Lab 07, Messi slowly regained consciousness while strapped into an electronic restraint chair. Thick cables connected to his temples while massive machines extracted neural data from his brain. His vision blurred beneath flashing crimson lights. Across the room stood Mbappé. "You should feel honored," Mbappé said calmly. "Your talent will become eternal." Messi struggled against the restraints. "You're insane." Mbappé walked closer. "No. I'm evolution." Suddenly alarms exploded across the facility. Warning, outer security breach detected. Every robotic sentry inside the laboratory activated simultaneously. Mechanical spider-like drones descended from the ceiling with glowing red eyes and razor-sharp metal limbs. Scientists panicked while soldiers grabbed pulse rifles. Mbappé smiled again. He came. The steel entrance tunnel erupted in flames as an armored vehicle smashed directly through the blast doors. Smoke filled the corridor while emergency lights flashed violently. Then a single figure emerged from the destruction. Cristiano Ronaldo. Wearing the elegant black tactical suit beneath flowing smoke, he looked less like a footballer and more like a legendary covert operative feared by every criminal organization on Earth. Without hesitation, Ronaldo opened fire. The first robotic spider exploded against the wall in sparks and burning metal. Another lunged toward him from above, but Ronaldo spun sideways and destroyed it with precise shots before sliding across the floor beneath laser fire. The entire corridor became chaos. Bullets shattered glass panels. Sparks rained from the ceiling. Robotic drones screeched through the air while security alarms echoed endlessly through the underground fortress. Inside the control room, Neymar hacked into the facility remotely from a hidden support van stationed miles away. Multiple holographic screens surrounded him while Sergio Ramos monitored satellite feeds with military precision. Neymar spoke urgently through Ronaldo's earpiece. "You've got 90 seconds before the containment system locks permanently." Ramos loaded a shotgun calmly. "And Mbappé won't let Messi leave alive." Ronaldo moved deeper into the laboratory, eliminating enemies with terrifying efficiency. Every movement was calculated. Every shot landed perfectly. The black suit absorbed smoke and flashing lights, making him appear almost supernatural amid the destruction. But then he reached the central chamber. And froze. Two identical Messis sat restrained side by side beneath massive electrical towers. Same face. Same voice. Same expressions. One was real. One was artificial. Mbappé stepped forward slowly from the shadows, clapping his hands. "Welcome to Project Nephilim." Ronaldo aimed his pistol directly at him. "End this now." Mbappé laughed softly. "You still don't understand. Football belongs to technology now." The two Messis suddenly began speaking simultaneously. "Cristiano, help me." Ronaldo's eyes moved carefully between them. Something felt wrong. One of them blinked unnaturally. The other struggled with genuine fear. Sweat rolled down Ronaldo's forehead as the countdown timer above the chamber dropped rapidly. 0:58. 0:57. 0:56. Spider sentries surrounded the room from every direction. Mbappé spread his arms proudly. "Choose wisely." Then the attack began. Dozens of robotic spiders launched toward Ronaldo simultaneously. The chamber transformed into complete war. Ronaldo dove behind a metal console as laser rounds tore through the walls around him. Explosions rocked the laboratory while electric cables burst overhead. One spider leaped directly at Ronaldo's face. He grabbed it midair and slammed it violently into another drone before firing point-blank into both machines. Sparks exploded across the floor. The fake Messi suddenly stood up. Its restraints snapped apart effortlessly. Red digital lines glowed beneath artificial skin as the cyborg clone revealed its true form. Mechanical eyes illuminated bright crimson. "Target identified," it announced coldly. The robot charged at Ronaldo with inhuman speed. The real Messi screamed. "Cristiano, behind you." Ronaldo barely blocked the attack before crashing through a glass containment chamber. Shards exploded everywhere while freezing vapor flooded the room. The clone advanced slowly through the smoke with robotic precision. Mbappé watched everything from above like a director controlling his masterpiece. "This is the future," he declared. But then another explosion shook the facility. Sergio Ramos had arrived. The legendary defender blasted through a side entrance wearing heavy tactical armor while Neymar disabled the facility's power grid remotely. Lights flickered violently throughout Cryo-Lab 07. Darkness consumed the chamber. Emergency red lights activated seconds later. And Ronaldo finally saw the truth. The real Messi wore a small friendship bracelet given to him years earlier during a charity match. The clone did not. Without hesitation, Ronaldo fired an electromagnetic pulse round directly into the fake Messi's chest. Boom! The cyborg screamed as electricity erupted through its body. Mechanical skin peeled apart while circuits exploded beneath synthetic muscle. The clone collapsed onto the floor, twitching violently before shutting down forever. Mbappé's smile disappeared for the first time. No. Ronaldo rushed toward the real Messi and destroyed the restraint controls. Messi fell forward weakly before Ronaldo helped him stand. "We're leaving." But the countdown reached critical levels. 0:10. 0:09. Cryo-Lab 07 began self-destructing automatically. Massive explosions ripped through the underground structure while fire erupted across collapsing corridors. Scientists fled in terror. Robotic drones malfunctioned wildly. Metal beams crashed from the ceiling as the entire fortress began sinking into chaos. Mbappé stared at the destruction around him with fury burning in his eyes. This isn't over. He escaped through an emergency evacuation tunnel moments before the chamber exploded. Ronaldo, Messi, Ramos, and Neymar sprinted through collapsing corridors while firestorms chased them from behind. The black Bugatti burst through the final security gate just as the entire mountain detonated in a massive explosion that illuminated the frozen Arctic sky. Silence followed. Snow drifted slowly through the air. Inside the vehicle, Messi looked toward Ronaldo with exhausted gratitude. "You came for me." Ronaldo adjusted his black tactical suit calmly while keeping his eyes on the road ahead. "Always." But far beneath the burning ruins of Cryo-Lab 07, one final monitor flickered back to life. A hidden backup system activated automatically. On screen appeared thousands of encrypted files labeled Project Nephilim Phase 2. And somewhere in the darkness, Mbappé was still alive.